Hey guys, time to post another video. I wasn't looking to post one quite this quick, but Techromancer 1 has put out another tag video. This one is an 80s tag video, 80s retro tag video. He doesn't put it in the questions, but he puts it in the title. So when I read the questions, I'm going to add 80s for people that don't pay attention, because instead of just like your all-time favorite retro console, since this is an 80s tag, it should be your favorite retro console from the 80s. So I'm going to add the 80s in, even if they weren't part of the questions, because it was part of the title, so it should be part of each question. You shouldn't have to say that, but some people don't pay attention, so I'm going to put it in. The first one is, what is your favorite 80s retro arcade game? Popeye. Had a lot of other favorites, loved a lot of them, Joust, Berserk, Scramble, a lot of them, but Popeye. In fact, the reason that I bought a NES recently was so I could get this Popeye game for it and play Popeye again. Absolutely the favorite. Second one, your favorite 80s retro home console. He does say console, he doesn't say gaming machine, and that gives me an excuse not to go with the Coco, which you've heard me time and again, and you know that I'm always going to bring the Coco up. So, console. So, the Coco is a computer, not a console. So, I'm a little tempted to go with the Genesis, because it sneaks in. It came into North America in '89, but that really makes it more of a '90s console than an '80s console. So I'm going to go with the NES. You could go the other way. You could certainly go with the Atari 2600, since even though it started in the '70s, it very much came up into the '80s. But I'm going to go with the NES. Just pretty easy. I could hold this up again because it is a NES cartridge, but the NES. The third question. Favorite 80s retro movie? Wow, a lot to choose from. A lot. It'd be real easy if it was 70s. I would say one of the Billy Jack movies, because if you didn't watch at least one of the Billy Jack movies in the theater, you just can't call yourself a child of the 70s. I mean, enough said. But 80s, gotcha. Anthony Edwards, Linda, how is this? Fiorentino, however you pronounce it. Starts out with paintball games. He's playing paintball games at college. Goes into Eastern Europe, meets up with her. A lot of communist type spy intrigue. Wonderful, wonderful movie with a young Anthony Edwards. Well worth checking out. You got a Netflix account, give this a try. Your favorite 80s brand of sneakers? Well, this is where I'm probably going to fall down on it, because it's probably not 80s. Because I think they've fallen out of style in the 80s, but I'm going to pick them anyway, because the good old Converse All-Star, tennis shoes, sneakers, these are what they are. There's never any excuse for anything after this. The only reason for everything that came after it was to slap a bunch of cheap materials together and charge a whole lot of money for them, but it just doesn't get any better than the good old Converse All-Stars. I was usually more of a high top man. These here, the last ones I got were low tops. Got them about 5 years ago and wore them a few times for exercising, but not much more than that. And now I wear them regularly, because lo and behold, they're coming back in style. So, whether it fits the 80s or not, there's just no reason for, these are sneakers. Everything else is an excuse to separate you from your money. And favorite 80s retro toy? Well, I don't have it here to show you, because my brother had one, and we mainly played with my brothers. But a Rubik's Cube. '80s and the Rubik's Cube, actually still, still popular today. Not like, I mean, it was a phenomenon in the 80s. But so the Rubik's Cube. Now for the for tagging some other users. I tried this a little bit. I tried to sneak a few in before, and it didn't work great, but I'm going to try it again, and I hope that on my end that this doesn't just end it. I'm hopeful that I'll get some response for it. But I'm going to pick 5 people here, and what they all have in common is they're all recent subscribers of mine. I just went backwards through my subscriber list, and these are the 5 of my recent subscribers that have 0 videos up. That just, whether they're just brand new and haven't uploaded or whether they just don't upload it, so I'm going to try and get a few more people into posting videos on YouTube. So I'm going to pick 5 here that have not posted videos before. And, if you tell me you don't have a video camera, find pictures of your favorite console, your favorite game, your favorite toy, your favorite movie, find them on the net somewhere and download them to your computer and fire up Windows Movie Maker, and you can load those images into Windows Movie Maker, and it will make them as a slideshow, and you can use the titles to put in text. You don't have to have a microphone, you don't have to have a camera or anything. You can take Windows Movie Maker and download a series of images and make a video to upload to YouTube. So I encourage you to try. If you don't want to, I'm not forcing you to it, but look at this as an opportunity to get into uploading your videos. And definitely if you have a webcam, set in front of it like I am. But anyway, here are the 5 of them. Number 1 is Tel1 Mektar. The second one is Kraut 1X. Then we have Aaron 5 of 13. Then we have Mcsleeve. And then we have HP 15C87 or HP 15C87, however. So this is my retro 80s tag video. And by the way, the reason for this is a biker's t-shirt. Well, I don't know if you can see what it says. It says, it's hard to ride with eagles, it's hard to soar with eagles when you ride with turkeys. Is what it says. But in the 80s, my favorite way of getting around was my Harley Davidson motorcycle. Haven't had one for quite a few years, but still have a few of the t-shirts. So I put this on for the 80s tag, and yes. If you like I say, I'm trying that to get a few new people to upload. And as always, if you haven't been tagged and you want to jump in and do it, well then by all means jump in and do it. I always will extend an open tag, so if you want to just come in and post yours, then by all means do it. And definitely go back and check out Techromancer 1's channel, because he's got some great videos, and well, thank you all for listening, and more later.